This is Bluey, until we think of a better name. Oh, Bluey might stick. This is our new FJ40. I'm going to tell you a little bit about it, and we're just going to make a video journal to kind of log the restoration process and just have a record of what we do, and also use it as a tool to get help when we're stuck. It's a 1972, August of 1972. That's 872, which is very different than a 972. Not very different, but from my understanding, there's some key differences. It's got the F155 motor, so I think that's the domed pistons. You got a little bit of a bumper bend. That the left side is just a little bit sagging. I was looking at FJ55s too, but as you can see, I would not have room for a 55, and I'm not going to keep a classic outside. So I'll give you a walk around of it, and then some of the good, some of the bad. I got it from a father and son in California that primarily deal in classic Chevys, and they came into this on a trade and sold it to me, and I had it shipped across the country during the worst ice storm in my lifetime. So the interior is nice. Everything's real solid. You know, gotta get some covers. The inner cover's missing. Gotta get all the heater stuff hooked up. But the glass is good. Windows work. The seats are very nice. They've obviously been redone and refinished. A lot of that is just dirt or surface rust. A little CLR will clean this up very well. This will be a patina build. We're not gonna restore this to show quality. We're gonna restore it to where it's fun to drive around, and if it gets dinged up, who cares? It's missing a lot of hardware, for starters. Like the bumperettes are loose, it's missing bolts, missing a lot of lug nuts. It's missing some screws, some hardware at the window. The mirrors are broken, but it's got it where it counts. We're gonna really scrub it down with CLR and get all the rust taken care of, and then just do some Poppy's patina, just several coats. I do have the factory wipers in the back, at least parts of them. That's good. Also, these 12.5s gotta go. They're in great shape. They're like new, but their skinnies are going on this. I also ordered some original wheels. They're coming along with a bunch of other gaskets and new lug nuts and new factory lights for the back. So let's take a look at the back. Let me open this up. So here we are. Get new struts for the top. So again, the seats are in great condition. I think an antenna was in there. I got to get all the heater stuff situated too. I do want to restore that. There are some parts for a power steering conversion, which I do want to attempt. I am going to do power steering on this. I don't think I'm going to do the disc brake conversion right away. I can't do everything at once. I have to, pick my battles, and power steering is one that I'm going to pick. So yeah, it's got the footman loops for the factory soft top. When I decide to do that, I got to get the bows and all that stuff. So, but it's going to be awesome. It's got great patina. I just really want to preserve it. This is just beautiful. And it's really gonna work out. There are some spots, where the body needs a lot of help. I'm gonna have to weld a patch in there. And there's one likewise over here. We'll weld in a patch there. We'll cut that out, weld it, and find some similar paint and go after it, The hubs spin real well. They lock and unlock very freely. This is what really attracted me to it, was just how great the frame is. This is just dirt. I mean, there's some surface rust, but there's zero rot. There's some icicles there. It's just really, like, it really wipes off. I just wiped a little bit off there and it's beautiful. So I'm really pleased with the frame. But I mean, there's so many places you could see just from where I was running it earlier. There's a little bit of oil, but like this on the back of the diff is just spinning and loose, and the oil pan is kind of probably slinging oil. That's probably where it is coming from. And you know, there's plenty to do. It will keep us busy for sure. We're gonna do some wire wheeling and wool wax when it's warm enough and really preserve the underneath and get all this off and shine it up. I got new mirrors coming too. I have some not factory, excuse me. I have I'm gonna see how that's working, put some new rope on it, probably some synthetic, get a remote for it, and either replace the solenoids and rebuild it or just clean it up if it's working. So that'll be going on the front, and I got the rest of the parts for that as well. There's a 4-speed transmission. Not exactly sure the year of it, but I'm either gonna sell it and trade it away for parts or money to help me on this build, because this does have the 3-speed, the J30, the three on the floor, which I love. I think that's really cool. People love the 4-speed, but maybe I'll keep it and do that later, that conversion. But I do think the 3-speed's kind of cool. So, all right. So the radiator looks good. I am gonna get some factory hoses there. Spraying a little coolant from somewhere. I gotta figure that out. So the valve cover obviously is dirty, but I just hit that with just a little bit of fine grit real quick. That's gonna polish up great. That thing will clean up beautifully. Probably the same with that. I'll repaint that. Electric fuel pump's gotta go. I don't like it. I much prefer the mechanical fuel pump, which is still in there. I ordered a brand new one, factory, and it's gonna go in there. I gotta get a fuel filter as well. I forgot to order that, but I will. I think the fuel filter goes on that, but I'm not sure. I have to figure all this out. This is very foreign to me. I'm a mini truck guy. I've had several. I've had a few and worked on some friends' mini trucks. I know the 22R and the 22RE and the 20R. I love those motors, and I'm pretty well versed in them, I'd say. I might even post a video I have of a head replacement and timing chain video I did. It's very long. I got to trim it down, but for posterity, I might put it on the channel at some point. I never published it, but that's the back of it. I can't really see. I'm just bending with I got some filters and gaskets coming. I gotta get it tied down for the battery. It's just loose in there. You can see the gaskets just hanging out there. Missing a couple screws on the side plate cover. I guess it's the push rod cover. I don't know. Headers. It's got headers on it. I don't like it. It's just way too obnoxious. It's cool for a second, but little obnoxious for me. We'll rebuild the knuckles. I got brakes parts coming. I got all new shoes and hardware kits for the drums and the emergency brake. We'll bleed the brakes real good, and we'll get it stopping nice. Get the electric working. Right now, only the headlights work. I don't know if I mentioned that or not. The wiring diagram. It's like laminated big. I got it off Amazon, 72 and 73. I don't know if it's correct. I will cross-reference with the FSM. And none of it is probably accurate compared to what's been done to this. But oh yeah, the oil pressure needle is missing on the gauge in there, but this is just hanging in there. This oil pressure gauge, this mechanical one. And it does work. The oil pressure works, but this obviously has to go, and we have to get it wired up correctly. It is cold, Jack. Let's see if it starts. It's pretty cold, and oh, you can hear something happening there. That's the fuel pump. I'm gonna press in. There we go. I didn't even have to choke it. Fuel works. Oh, the amp meter works. I think the speedometer works. I'm not sure. The oil, the temperature does not work, and there's not even a needle for the oil pressure. That's it. So I'll post a video every once in a while whenever I'm doing something or whenever I have a question, and I invite everybody on mud or by whatever other means to chime in. I don't see any evidence of like leaking. Right there, there's no grease like pouring out. I mean, hopefully it's not bone dry where the knuckles are, but you know, I think it's gonna be okay. I think, you know, right now I'm overwhelmed because of the amount of things I have to do with this, but I'm just gonna, you know, what do they say? Eat the elephant one bite at a time or something. And get my finger out of the way. That's that.